Shamar.
What's going on YouTube?
Washington.
This is Jamar here once again. Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Jamar here once again. I'm gonna come for a special video. It's more like of a sort of a response. Y'all remember video responses back in the old YouTube days? And if y'all hear a noise, it's my dog right behind me eating his food, crunching and munching, so just pay that dust. But I wanted to do a response. I meant to do this video like about a week ago or so, but there was a video recently uploaded on my boy Wesley's channel from A Connection TV. They do, the Culture Club. Him and a group of friends get together and discuss various different topics. It was a really nice setup. I really enjoyed. I enjoyed the conversation. I find myself talking back to it very often. And the subject came up about would you date a feminine top? And the majority, or from what I can recall, the majority of the panel opinion on it is usually the kind of opinion that most people have, or at least that I've seen, and they say the phrase that I can't let somebody like that, meaning somebody, I guess, who is feminine, somebody who just exudes feminine traits, makeup, drag, limp wrist, high voice, all that stuff. I can't let something or someone like that climb my back, okay? And everybody has a definite right to feel the way that they feel, honestly. But I guess something about that always bugged me. And I guess because, partially if I had to put, my own, if I had to dive myself and insert myself into this situation, I would fall into that category as a feminine top, because clearly, okay, that part. And then I've always identified as a top just because I'm one of the few gay men on the planet to where dick just does nothing for me. I mean, it's cool. It's cool to look at, I guess, but it's never something I think about when when somebody or someone, excites me. It's never going to be the dick that's going to be the one, to get things popping off. This is not. And that's just natural. It's not, a choice that I made. It's just what naturally turns you on. Okay? Always been an ass man. Cakes rule the world, as far as I'm concerned. So that's just how I've, lived and governed my life. But, clearly, of course, I've embraced, more of my feminine side, just being exposed to the drag community and seeing the art form of it, and seeing the transformation and just the feeling of, expressing yourself through makeup. For one, it's a creation, a creative outlet. And I've always been, I always feel like I was a very creative person. So being able to do that and also feel like, you're enhancing yourself in whichever way that you want, you can pull off whatever look you want, has always been something very interesting to me. So once I kind of got exposed to it, I kind of latched onto it as, just a way to, further express myself. And because when you're in it, like it's a difference when people who talk about it and, make fun of it. But once they've kind of been in it and they kind of see like the performance part about it, they sort of not to trash it as much and make as much fun of it, because it is just an art form. At least to me it is. Some people try to use it to transition into being a woman. That's not the path that I'm on. Shout out to all my transgendered sisters, because I know that's a whole different struggle. But I like to be able to do it when I want to do it and take it off when I want to take it off. I couldn't imagine doing this every day, all day long. No way. Okay? But anyways, so I picked that up, and of course I have, my feminine moments and this, that, and the fourth, but when I express myself this way, and, of course I go out, I try to meet people. Of course, there's always going to be that conversation, those amongst the gay community, are you a top or a bottom? But most times when people approach you, or even just when they see you, however which way they see you, they try to make their own inferences on what you are based off of how you look. And 9 times out of 6, when other guys have looked at me, and even friends who have known me for years, I've always assumed that I was a bottom because I wear the makeup, I have the feminine tendencies and this, that, and the fourth. And when I tell them that I'm a top, they usually look like probably some of you are looking in this video right now and laugh and don't ever take it seriously, like they think it's a joke. And that's unfortunate because, it's just who you are. It's just who I am. And I know that it stops a lot of people from being interested just because they see people still view femininity as a weakness, and there's still a lot of bottom shaming as a part of that, which is that's a whole different issue within of itself. And people always look down on femininity and put masculinity over on this threshold, like if you're not masculine then I'm not really too much trying to care for you. But my thing is, just you being a man looking to be with another man is a feminine trait within of itself. So I mean, it's just crazy to me. And then on another note, one of the things that I forget his name. I know his Instagram was like Tall C or C Tall C. I can't remember his video. I can't remember his name right now, but he made a statement in Wesley's video saying, I want you to explain to me how somebody who acts feminine, around their friends and, just everyday life, they act feminine, does not act feminine in the bedroom. I don't see how somebody who's feminine on day-to-day life is not feminine in the bedroom. Well, I ask you this question. Are you the same person when you're out at the club Saturday nights, drinking, partying with your friends, listening to all the secular music? Are you that same person in a job interview? Are you that same person in the church? No. You're never going to be the same person in every setting. Okay? Just because, somebody exudes themselves one way in this particular setting doesn't mean that this is who they are all day, every day, no matter where they are. That's just not the case. So, and I think that's why a lot of people feel like, if they see somebody who is feminine, they're going to assume, they're going to be weak. They're going to have this high voice. They're going to do, they're going to have all these, traits that people are going to, seem unattractive because everybody wants the trade. Everybody wants, the deep hood dude with the muscles and stuff, which, is a preference. And there's really nothing wrong with having a preference. But I feel like the reason why people have that whole no fat, no femme thing, I feel like you are blocking out potentially great human beings to enter your life. Like, even with me being, the bottom of the totem, well, not necessarily the bottom of the totem pole. I guess if I was like larger, then people really wouldn't fuck with me. But with me being feminine and still being a top, people aren't going to. People have that, I can't let somebody who wears lashes, climb my back, as they call it. But for anybody that knows me, or anybody who has taken the time to get to know me, I feel like I'm a great person. I'm nice. I'm caring, loving, all of those good things that a person who is looking for somebody to date would look for, in a potential partner. But they'd rather look for somebody who just has that whole outward appearance and doesn't really care about what's going on in here. You know what I'm saying? So, now mind you, that's not to say that everybody who has that naturally masculine outer appearance is fucked up on the inside. But I'm just saying, don't look at the feminine people and just assume, or just look at them like, oh, no, I can't do that, I'm gonna discard that. I said give it a chance. Like, don't pass up potentially great people. You could pass up the love of your life that's gonna probably treat you better than anybody who wears a snapback ever could. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to make that, because I could ramble on about that all day long. I just wanted to comment on that particular subject. I wish I had been in the room when the discussion was being had. But yeah, I had to put out some business in this video. But definitely, try to exercise, no judgment. Try to look at people as people and not because of, how they express themselves. Just give people a shot. I feel like the feminine people are the backbone of the gay community, because they're the ones out there that are really fighting and willing and to be themselves. And masculinity is just, even as high as a pedestal that masculinity is put on, it is the most fragile thing ever. Guys who are naturally, you can't, if they even see or even try to put on any makeup, they feel weird about it. They don't want nobody to judge them. Or a lot of people who are masculine in public are really feminine behind closed doors. And I have a lot of friends who are like that, who have told me that they feel more comfortable to let their feminine side out when they're around me, because I don't judge people. If you're feminine, do what the fuck you want to do. I know I am. And I want everybody else to be able to be who they are and who they want to be when they want to be that person, whenever. So a lot of people who, to the public, are masculine, when we get together and we're in closed doors having fun, listening to music, doing whatever, they'll, throw an 8 count, do some head performances, and do all of that stuff. I'm just saying. And they feel like they can't be that person all the time because of this stereotypical, just negative connotation that there is to being feminine. And I feel like that's just something that needs to be stopped, because we already have enough people on the outside of the LGBT community trying to break us down and take us out. We don't need to be dividing ourselves up amongst each other between masc and femme and fat and short, like all of these minor things. Like, it's like I said, once again, it's not that you can't have preferences, but don't let the reason behind your preferences be just based off of femininity and masculinity, because this person could be the potential love of your life, and you're gonna miss out on that person because they're wearing lashes. I'm just saying, the things that you might see in a masculine person, you might see them now, they might be cute now, but later on when you get older and you start looking for stuff that matters on the inside, that's not gonna matter. Them being masculine and wearing a snapback and being muscles ain't gonna mean shit if they ain't treating you right, or if they don't really give a damn about you. But you gonna sit there and take it because they cute. Anyways, like I said, I can go on and on. But I really want y'all to discuss this video. My gays, I know a lot of people who watch my channel are females. But, hey, if y'all have an opinion from the outside looking in, if y'all have questions, hit me up. I'm going to be responding in the comments. I want to be interactive in this video. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll try to send this over to Wes so he can see it. Yeah, thanks again so much for watching. If you guys haven't subscribed already, I hope you decide to by the end of this video. Like this video and comment so we can have a discussion, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Like, share, subscribe.